What's going on, guys? It's Joe with Hendo Daily, and this is my 1 month review of the Big Idea Design Pocket Pouch. So, February 2nd, I put up a video of my initial review of this and what I had planned on putting in it or had already put in it. And I knew it was going to get updated, I knew it was going to get modified and kind of tailored to obviously my everyday needs and carries. So, what I've got in there now, I am pretty confident is going to stay that way for the remainder of the time that I've got this. So, but before I get into that, what I had for this fine Sunday carry was the Through Night Archer Pro S, and again my Kaiser Muskrat. So I was working out in the yard a lot today. We finally had some nice weather, so got the yard cleaned up and looking somewhat normal again. This is what I had on me. So that's the EDC for the day. But getting into this, in a last couple of my last videos, I had one of my work patches on there, and I took it off again just because, it wasn't really bothering me, but my ADHD kicked in. I got bored with it, took it off, and just kept the original two patches that came with it. I really love, though, what I've got in there now, how slim this thing still is. The first time I set this up, I overpacked it, I think, and it was just super bulky, and I looked like I had a bubble butt in my jeans because it was so thick and pushing out so much. And I carry this in my back jeans pocket, and when I'm wearing my uniform, I carry it in the cargo pocket, in my right cargo pocket, and it just slides in there nice and easy. But I love, with the setup I have in here now, how thin this thing still is. Obviously, that was the intent and purpose of the design as the pocket pouch. And that's probably honestly why I took the patch off the front of it, was because even though it was still a somewhat thin patch, it just added a little bit extra to it that, I don't know. Again, squirrel brain, got tired of it, took it off after about a week or so, and I'm back to just those two again. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get it opened up. First, back here, still got a little bit of cash I carry in there, just because I don't like carrying cash in my Travax wallet. Mustache comb, gotta be ready to go with that. And this was a note from my wife, so not to be too mushy or cheesy, but note from my wife that I threw in there. And then on the inside of it, this is the setup. Really not super different. I went back and reviewed the last video just to see what all I actually had in there. Really hasn't changed too much. The Sharpie, the pliers, the clippers, it's a different lighter, but still a lighter, is all still in there. And I've got, just go ahead and take out one at a time. These are Crescent adjustable pliers. Like I said, same ones that have been in there. Really like these, still use these quite a bit. Clippers are the same. Mini Sharpie, still excited that these exist, and still love having that in there. And then I swapped out the regular Bic lighter for a Bic Mini. This is my mini pocket pouch EDC. A lot of mini stuff in here. But what I'm most excited about, and I did a quick little short on when I first got it, was this right angle ratchet driver. This thing is easily the best $10 I've spent on Amazon in a long time. This is what I keep in here. It did come with these as well, but a little too rounded, and I wouldn't use these as much, so I didn't want to throw them in there. But it did come with that as well. But you've got the right angle ratchet, you've got the extender on it. Just simple switch to go back and forth. The only thing I think I would change differently, or maybe throw in here, is instead of the T15 and T20, do a T6 and a T8 just for my knives. So I'm going to order some, probably some Weehaw bits, because that's what I've got now that I like, and order a couple of those bits to replace that T15 and T20, or maybe even just replace the attachment for this, and maybe one of the flatheads. But that's the only thing I would change about this. But other than that, this setup is awesome. I have used this so much already in the last month, or haven't had this for the whole month, but since I bought this, because this was the one thing that I knew was missing whenever I first got the Pocket Pouch. This was the one thing that I knew was missing, that I wanted to carry in there. And I love that it's a flat design, just because it sits well in the pouch. It doesn't bulk up. Really, the Sharpie is the only rounded thing that I have inside the pouch, which I think is obviously what helps, maintain how slim it is on the outside. So I love that it's flat. I love that, I've got a variety of different bits that I can use, ones that I'll actually use, just different Phillips and flatheads. Haven't used the T15 or 20. And then, like I said, this was the extension for the other set that it came with. But not going to use these. Maybe at some point I would, but not enough to keep it in the daily, in the pouch. So this has been absolutely awesome. I really do love this. I'm glad I found it. $10 on Amazon. It really can't beat that. So got that. Still have a spare AAA battery in the bottom. Even though I've been carrying my rechargeable lights, the through night, either the Archer Pro S or the Archer Mini, still keep this in there because I have swapped out and carried my i3T every once in a while, occasionally. So still keep that in there just in case. And then, actually, yeah, we've got 2 Band-Aids left. I had 3 or 4 in there originally. Oh, nope. Sorry, there's another one. So 3 Band-Aids in there. 1 zip tie. I actually need to grab, maybe throw another one in there. I had 2 originally, used 1 the other day. And then that's it. I mean, everything else I have carried, knife, flashlight, and a pen outside of that. And that's it. I did throw one of my G2 minis in there. I think I got one up here. I did throw one of the G2 minis just kind of like in that spot right there. Not really in the pocket or anything, and it closed up just fine. But in my uniform, I've got pin pockets on my sleeves, and when I'm just wearing jeans or shorts or whatever, I usually just, honestly, I'll tuck it in my jeans pocket or even up in my shirt, is where I'll usually throw a pin. Plus, I've got, like I've said in videos before, I've got these everywhere. I've got them in my car. I've got them in my nightstand. So I'm never short on a pin, which is why I don't usually throw one in here. So, but like I said, that is the updated setup after 1 month, and it has been absolutely awesome. I have carried this every day for the last month. I've used it every day for the last month. Something out of here every single day gets used, like no matter what. And that's why I love that I have finally found a pouch. I mean, it's not like I went through 15 or 20 different pouches to get to the perfect one. So maybe there was one out there that's, I would think is even more perfect. But this is compact enough. I love the pocket size. I love the option for patches, even though I can't seem to find one that I want to keep on there outside of the 2 that came with it. And I love the back pocket on here. It really is just an overall perfect pouch for my specific needs. So it's not a one size fits all. So if you're not looking for a small pocket size pouch, this is not what you need. But for those of you that are looking and researching and watching countless hours of YouTube videos like I do, when you're looking at different products, if you're looking for the small pocket size EDC pouch, this is absolutely it. And I mentioned in my first review video about the issue I had with the bottom of the stitching coming out right here. As you can see, it's still holding up. Pliers haven't busted through it. Battery hasn't busted through it. Nothing that's poking in or out of it has broken the stitching or messed anything up. So I'm guessing, or I'm just going to chalk it up to, it was a, just a fluke that I got a bad one, or whatever, because this one has held up great for the last month in my pocket, in my car, wherever. And I've absolutely loved this. So again, Big Idea Design Pocket Pouch. Got it loaded up with the adjustable pliers. We've got the, oh gosh, mini Bic. Brain shorted out for a second. Mini Sharpie. Clippers. I don't even think I had anything in this back pocket. Zip tie, which I need. Like I said, I need to add another one in there just in case. 3 Band-Aids. Fortunately, I have not had to use many of those in the last month. And then spare battery. The actual ratchet. The bits that perfectly slide down in here. And I am excited. Not excited, but I am looking forward to getting those T6 and T8 bits to throw in there and replace 2 of the other ones, just because, like I said, I would more likely use those than a 15 or a 20. And so, and then again, microfiber cloth just to keep the metal from bumping up and scratching each other. And the cash I gotta keep in the back pocket, or the back spot with the mustache comb. So there it is, all packed up, perfectly thin, very nice, nothing bulky or bulging. Like I can feel right here where the mini Sharpie is because it's rounded, but being right here in the back corner, it doesn't bulge out to where it's obnoxious, or I can feel it in my pocket. So that is the 1 month update. So if you guys are looking for an EDC Pocket Pouch, I highly recommend the Big Idea Design Pocket Pouch, because it has held up really well over the last month. And I'm constantly getting in and out of it, dropping it, setting it down everywhere. So it's not like I just have left it on my dresser and it's stayed perfectly intact. It's getting its use. It's getting its hours and miles in for sure. And it is holding up well after 1 month. I'll probably do another 6-month review if I can remember to do that or think about doing that, and see if anything's changed, see how well it's still holding up. Maybe I'll have another patch on there by then. Probably not. I'll probably have 15 or 20 different patches before then, and I'll probably take them all off. But last time, this thing is awesome. Check it out. For the price, definitely worth it, and I'm looking forward to getting a lot more use out of this thing. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate the support, and I will talk to you in the next one.